Why is it always this complicated to go live?
Because we're doing a double. We do it double because both of us are trying to do it at the same time. So, hi, everybody. Val here, and I am with Fariana Vlogs. And we have been tagged, or I've been tagged, and she's going to play along by Let's Get Fit with Sandy. Sandy over at Let's Get Fit with Sandy. I have a link to her channel in the description box below. She does a lot of tags that she gets from, I believe,
A lot of different places. I think I got a couple from like Let's Get Fit from Sandy and stuff.
Yeah, Freddie Fitwolf or something. Fricky Fitwolf. I don't know. Anyway, she does a lot of tags, and I love it when she tags me because then I try to get Fariana Vlogs to, who is my daughter. Like, you can't tell by looking at us, but she does some of these tags with me. So this tag is called This or That Tag, and there's only 10 questions. So if you all pop in here, you can play along with us. Okay. What's been going on?
Not a whole lot, just dealing with some drama on this end. How about you?
We've been doing a little canning. We got cucumbers out of our garden. So we did 22 pints of lime pickles.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. We have more cucumbers. We just picked some more today. And I picked some tomatoes. So I froze those so that we'll save all the tomatoes, and we're going to make spaghetti sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got a really nice spaghetti squash out of the garden today, too. It's a first spaghetti squash.
Wow. Yeah. Already? I figured that wouldn't be out till like August, September.
Hey,
Iron
Fire Horse. Yeah, no, it's nice, and it's the only one so far that I've seen out there. But I do get a lot of buds, so it did real well. We got a couple of bush beans that we're trying out, and we're going to save all those as we harvest them, and just have some dried bush beans that we can cook up sometime. So
very cool.
Hey, Irene, is it hot up in Canada? It was like 105 heat index here today.
Yeah, it's ridiculous today.
Ridiculously hot. Yeah. Not good.
I unfortunately had to be outside in some of it.
Yeah, I've tried to stay in as much as I could. So, so besides that, the grandbabies came and visited us for a few hours yesterday, which was nice. Took them down to the beach and let them play in the water a little bit and spoiled them a little bit, and it was good.
That's cool.
Yeah, I got video coming out, so y'all stay tuned for that. If you're not in the chat with us tonight, and you watch this later, you can, go check out the videos that are coming up.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my videos at least 2-3 weeks ahead of time kind of scheduled, because we've got the whole moving stuff and packing, and it's going to be ridiculously hot out. So I'm so like physically and emotionally drained right now. It's hard to even get anything done.
She's saying it's over 90, but they had a thunderstorm and it dropped everything about 20 degrees.
That'll raise the humidity though.
Yeah.
At least here it does.
Yeah, that's true. We had a thunderstorm tonight and it rained for like a minute and a half. That's like, we always get like the side of it or something. We don't get much rain at all.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Hey, Busy.
I had to go out and water the garden. Hey, busy lady, how are you? Hi, Dark Angel. I'm doing good. I think Fariana's doing good too.
I'm doing as well as expected with a lot of stuff I'm dealing with right now, but I'm trying to stay positive and stay focused on, moving soon and getting stuff done.
Yeah, I'm going to take her some boxes so she can start packing.
Hmm.
Towards the end of the week.
How are you guys?
It lasted for a while, but the worst missed us. Yeah, see, that does it here too. I had to go out and water the garden because it didn't rain long enough to even water the garden.
Hmm. My garden died.
She missed having both phones, so she can't be on both of ours at the same time.
Stalker.
No! Uh, I'm doing good, busy lady. I'm glad you could join the chat. I'm on both of our channels. I have both of our channels up on my laptop, so I'm watching both of the chats at the same time.
And I've got both chats on my live stream, so everybody can see everything.
Oh, do you? See,
Yeah.
you're much smarter than I am.
I got to teach you how to do it. It's frustrating, but I got to teach you how to do it.
Yeah. You need to show me how to do that. All right, so we're going to do a tag today, and it's called This or That Tag. And I was tagged by Sandy over at Let's Get Fit with Sandy. She has an awesome fitness channel. She does Weight Watchers, and she does some Weight Watchers articles she talks about. She does Weight Watchers grocery hauls. She talks about her weight loss and her struggles with weight loss. And you can see it in her face and everything. She's lost so much weight. And do you know how much now she's lost?
A lot. I don't know. I've lost a lot too. I've been trying to keep up with everybody's journeys, but it's really difficult to do so. I've probably got like a dozen weight loss channels on YouTube alone, plus people that message me off of YouTube. Actually, I got a new person that messaged me on Instagram. She found me through a search. And she asked me a bunch of like weight loss questions. She's starting her diet, and I wish her luck on that. Good luck to you, Kathy. But yeah, a lot of my channels that I'm following, especially hers, they've been incredibly successful so far.
Yeah, I think she's close to 80 pounds or so because I know she's going for her 100 pounds before her birthday or something. Something like that. So excuse me if I don't remember it. Steve and I were just talking about how our brains aren't working today. It's the heat has taken over our brains or something.
It is the heat. It's definitely, I just feel so like out of it in the past few days. It's like over 90 degrees. It's ridiculous. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Bizet. Maybe you could like get the weight off. Focus on eating right, even if you have a sitting job. What kind of diet am I doing? I started off on keto for a few months, and then I switched over to the endomorph, but I had to alter the endomorph diet because the keto diet raised my cholesterol too high. So I have to leave off certain foods. I've lost 70 pounds. Actually, I can look it up. I have my phone with me.
I think we're right around 70.
70.8.
Cool.
Yeah.
I need to do something. Mine is not good. And
You just gotta
home
adjust
like
what
I'm doing
you eat.
now doesn't help me because the refrigerator is there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not a good thing. At work, I was like limited to what I took in my lunchbox. Here, nope, I get a munchie, I go get some food, which
Well,
is,
maybe that's what you gotta do. You gotta do a mock lunchbox, like pre-made your food and set it aside or something.
yeah, I think so. Uncle Steve Shake is in the house.
Hi, Uncle Steve's.
Steve, how you doing? Are you getting shook up in 2020? We wanted to shake up 2020, but I didn't want to shake it up like this. We just wanted to have a little spice, not like coronavirus and everything else.
Me too, busy. I need a very low calorie. I have very low metabolism. Like it's like rock bottom low. No matter how hard I try to raise it. So a calorie deficit is your best idea if you're going to do any sort of diet. Well, one, eat right, but two, keep an eye on a calorie deficit.
So, Irene, Iron Firehorse is saying hi to Steve.
This goes, I need to chain up my fridge. I get a break and wander to the kitchen and get food. What else is there to do?
I know, for real. So, Uncle Steve, in case you don't know, we are streaming on 2 channels at the same time, on my channel and my daughter's channel, Fariana's Vlogs. And so she's reading her chat, and I'm reading my chat here. So, and Irene is saying the cholesterol is great for my age. And Uncle Steve said, I love following everything for my age. Doing great. This with everyone home cooking has made us explode, and you got that right. And
Oh, yeah.
you would think cooking at home would make you healthier. It not always works that way.
No, you tend to get carried away sometimes, and then other times you're just like, that tasted really good. I'm going to get a second helping of it, and your portion sizes just go right out the window.
Yeah, exactly. Iron Fire Horse saying, I eat a lot of meat and eggs and butter. I don't know why. Because
That's a lot of protein.
Why? Yeah, they taste good. Everything tastes better with butter and Uncle Steve's shake on it.
Good ad promotion in there. You owe her like $5 and that, like, what do you have, like the super chat stuff?
Yeah. If you want to check out Uncle Steve's Shake, go to www.unclesteveshake.com. And I tell you what, my favorite of all time is the Gator Shake. I can eat that on everything.
Birthday cake, bang drink is your favorite. I personally love the rainbow unicorn. I grabbed that one, the purple bang or bankster berry, whatever that is, the purple one, and the mango. Those are my 3 favorite bang drinks. And if you watch the review of all the bang drinks that we did, me and Michael, those were my 3 favorite then too. So I've kind of stuck to them.
Which Irene's saying she's had more takeout since the COVID.
I can't afford takeout.
And I've eaten a whole lot less out because Steve and I used to go out. Hey, Zane.
Grandma says hi.
Hello.
Hey, baby. How are you?
She says, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. I miss you.
She miss you. He has to think about his answer there, Grandma. Oh my
no, I
goodness.
miss you too, Grandma.
Oh, he ran away. There's your answer. No.
Well, we'll see then. We'll see.
Yeah, the purple one's mostly like grape.
And yeah, we haven't, because we used to go out at least once a month or so, and we haven't been out. We've went out one time when his sister came to visit us. We went out and actually sat in a restaurant and ate. And, to me, it was weird. Like, I really didn't want to even be there because, it's so, you don't know these days. You just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I quit all dressings and sauces a long time ago. I think it makes a difference in my cholesterol levels.
Probably. It could be the buttermilk. It could be the sodium. It could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
What I do instead of like pouring the dressing on, I'll do it sometimes if it's like Caesar or something that's really low carb and like no sugar. But if I don't know what it is and I'm at a restaurant or something, I don't know the ingredients or anything like that, I'll get it and I'll keep it to the side, and you just take your forkful and you just dip it, and you're using less dressing that way.
Or just measure out a couple tablespoons and put it on, and then restrict it to a couple tablespoons. You know how much you're eating.
Yeah, average serving size is like 2 tablespoons for most dressings.
She said she's weird. She's in a weird cycle of having no food for a couple days, then get little money and buy sub because she's hungry and can't even shop.
That's not good.
No, you got to have balanced eating times. I mean, you can't just like fast for a couple days, I don't think. But then what do I know? So
I can't fast for anything. Like I try not to eat past 6 p.m. and I try not to eat until 11 a.m. But even then, you know, if I'm hungry, I'm going to grab something small.
Right.
You got to listen to your body. Yeah, I like them more than Monster drinks too. Monsters give me headaches.
All right. So you ready for number one? This or
Sure.
that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's saying it's not on purpose. Um, console gaming or DC gaming?
You mean PC gaming?
PC gaming. I'm sorry.
Yeah, either computer or console. I'm a computer gamer. My kids are more console.
I would be console because I'm from the old school of Atari and I don't even remember anymore because it's been so long since I've had a system. What was it? The Nintendo, right? We had
Yeah, the NES, regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo. We had all those when we were little.
Nintendo 64. We're
Now
playing.
you put me in an arcade, I'll play some skee ball and some pinball.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah,
Mhm.
arcade games are cool. I loved like Mario Brothers was like I was addicted to it. I would play it for hours at a time.
Mario Kart,
Is the one do
best game ever.
do 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 ding 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 ding. It's been awesome. I've never starved so bad before.
Awful.
Awful. It's been awful.
You might want to get that checked. It could be a vitamin deficiency, honestly. Other than, you know, probably being broke, but I mean, budget a little better, possibly.
Right.
Make sure you get your vitamins in at least.
Busy lady saying Mario 3 is her favorite.
Mario 3 is fun. It's a little raccoon tail.
Last I played was Dungeons and Dragons on Atari, I think. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons. And I've any of these all these new games they have out. So all right, so number 2. Movie at home or movie in the theater? I did those backwards actually.
Depends on my mood, really. Like there are some times where it's just like I just want to get away from wherever I am or I just want to be out and about and I'll go to a movie theater and during the day where I know it's not going to be busy, but if I know a movie is coming out and I know it's going to be packed for a while it's still in the box office, then I'll do a movie at home and wait it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, movie theaters are pretty much closed right now. So, but
Yeah.
normal life, probably depends on the movie.
Normal life.
In normal life without movie theaters being shut and worried about catching some disease if you go out. We watched a movie this morning that was really good. And what was it called? What was that movie called we watched this morning? What was the name of the movie?
You were talking about a crazy movie earlier.
My Spy? My Spy.
Yeah, something about a little girl that was like tricking the FBI or something like that. I didn't quite catch all of that conversation.
So it was this guy from the CIA, and he was had this camera set up in this lady's house. He had snuck in their house and put little cameras in so he could watch her and her daughter because people were out to get her because she had a disc that her not her ex-husband, but her husband had died. They had killed her husband and they were looking for this disc anyway. So ended up the little girl saw him in there and she decided to blackmail him because she needed a friend and she was in a new school and everybody was bullying her and she was trying to find a way to get friends. So she ended up blackmailing him to get him to hang out with her and do stuff with her. So anyway, the movie was fun. It was really a fun movie. And if you haven't seen it, My Spy, it's called My Spy. It's really a cute movie.
Is it on Netflix?
If I would go to the theater to watch that movie. It was really a good movie. So, and she just was the cutest little thing. She really was.
Michael, can you check that and see if it's on Netflix?
What's it called?
My Spy.
He was watching Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. We don't have that. We used to have the Disney thing, but we don't have that either. That's just too, you gotta pay for too many subscriptions. I just kind of stick to plain old Netflix.
She says that was in the 80s. What was in the 80s?
Master at budgeting. I didn't know how to make it this far without budgeting, but I have other people here eating my food now.
Oh, maybe she's talking about in the 80s.
What? Gavin's hiding? Yes. Well, he can't play hide and seek by himself. Gavin's playing hide and seek by himself, apparently.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Stuff that happens in my house.
Well, the thing is, he's 16. He might have snuck out and he just thinks he's hiding, but he's really not in the house.
Yeah, he ain't got any friends' houses to go to. He's probably standing outside.
He's outside. All right. So my answer to that one would be both, I think. I like to go to the movies once in a while just to do something different. And I've seen some good movies. I don't really sit at home and watch movies. We did this morning. We turned one on because we were doing freezing corn. We had to cut it off the cob. And so we turned a movie on in the kitchen while we were doing that. But, and we have video coming. We recorded some of it. So we'll look out for that. Videos coming up. But we watched a movie. I don't watch a whole lot of movies at home. I do like going out to the movies once in a while.
Yeah.
She hasn't been to the movie theater since 1992.
Good Lord. You don't know what you're missing.
Dragons and
They have like reclining chairs and stuff now.
I think so. I can't.
Yeah, they really do. We have a movie theater down where I used to live that was served to you at your seat in the movie theater. So they have a menu and they have like a little buzzer and you can buzz them and they'll come and take an order from you. It's pretty cool. And they're oversized chairs that you sit in. Number 3, ready? Card game, board game.
Is it bad to say neither?
Chef Oral Young.
Hey, Chef. I missed your birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
I changed the password to the Netflix, didn't I? Oh, no, wait, it loaded. I'm still trying to see if it's on Netflix.
Okay.
You know, Chef is in the United States now from Dubai. He moved over and he's in like Las Vegas area.
Okay.
I told him he needs to come visit us.
Yeah, well, that's quite a little ways away.
Just a little bit.
Iron's saying she only watches YouTube. And that's basically what I do too. I pretty much get stuck to YouTube. I'm like a week behind on videos right now because of my vacation in New York. And I'm just trying to catch up. So I catch up on the videos that I'm missing, but I'm trying to catch up on my comments too, on replying to comments. So y'all be patient with me.
Yeah.
Just said thank you. You don't want to
Michael
do you?
Says card or board game depends, but I lean towards simple and quick card games. I don't really like to sit down and play games. Like I don't like to sit there and roll dice and hand it over and I'd rather just sit down on a computer. I can turn it off even halfway through a journey or communicate with other people than kids, like I don't know. I don't really do sit down games like that.
Yeah, but even if you have kids, if you're playing with a group if you're at home, you don't really pull out board games unless you're playing with kids. But if you're at somebody else's house and they have games, I don't mind. When we go to New York, we sit and play cards almost all day long. You know, we will play
I don't know any card games.
knit or cook or whatever. We play Uno. But playing, and yesterday when the grandkids were here, we were playing Old Maid with Adeline. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. It was Steve and her mom and myself and her. And she ended up having the Old Maid in her hand, and she had a handful of cards. And she kept saying, because her mom was drawing cards from her, she kept like putting the Old Maid aside and saying, "Don't take this one, don't take this one," because she was trying to protect her mom from losing. It was so cute.
Dead giveaway.
She would say the cutest things and just crack us up. But yeah, it's fun playing with kids.
Bizet says cards are fun. Love me some poker. Chef will be right back.
Okay, and I like both. I like card games and I like board games. I like computer games. You know, if I'm sitting here playing on my phone, I play a word game on my phone.
I've been beating Michael's friend in a word game for the past 3 days.
In word game online on your phone?
Yeah, it's on Facebook. It's called Word Blitz, where they give you, it's like, you know, that categories kind of game where they put all the letters on tiles and you have to make a bunch of words out of it and they count up how many words you make. Yeah, I've been winning.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I have that like in a not a board game, but like a dice game where you shake letters up and you have to try to find different words in it. That's a fun.
Yeah. It's kind of like that. It's even got a little timer at the bottom.
Yeah. I just had the weirdest thing happen. I was telling my daughter the story about an old girlfriend of mine who I haven't seen, and I wondered where she was. And then we pulled out and suddenly my friend was there. Haven't seen her in over 20 years. Oh, that's cool.
Craziness.
Yeah.
Not watching a lot. I only ever played games that when I was married or with a partner anyway. Yeah.
Well,
I think that's why I stick to computer games, because majority of the time nobody wants to game with me anyway, so.
You guys do puzzles?
Yeah. When we have them, we don't have any new ones. Gavin just did one that was like a Pokemon puzzle.
Oh, that's cool. How many pieces?
I don't remember. How many pieces do you think his was? Like 300? Yeah, it was a pretty big puzzle. And he taped it up on the back, but it kind of fell apart after a while.
I'm going to bring him some puzzles. I think they're like 500 and 1,000 pieces.
Yeah, they'll just take time.
And just tell him to save them, and when he's done with them, just make sure all the pieces go back in the box, and I'll take them back. I'll switch them out or something.
Yeah, I'll have to get like a ply board or something. That way he can just kind of lay it out on a big ply board and not have to move it or anything.
Right. Unless you have like a card table or something.
Yeah, and he can slide it under his bed or something when he's not using it.
Right. All right. So number 5, TV shows or movies?
I'm a TV show junkie. I can sit there and watch every season, every episode sometimes. It depends on what the show is.
You said maybe about 200.
Yeah,
And
200,
what we used to
300
do with
pieces.
our puzzles, we would put like a piece of cardboard and stick glue and then stick it on there.
That's what I was saying.
I hope you guys get together.
Bizet says she wish she has the patience for puzzles. I should try one on a break instead of that eating.
That would kind of distract you, though.
It would. That's why I drink my little sodas, my sugar-free sodas, because it still gives you the carbonation. It fills up your belly. It makes you feel like you're full, and then I'm not snacking all day. It's kind of like a cheat.
I think for me, I don't have my TV on, I watch YouTube, but if I had to choose, I would probably do TV because movie, it's less commitment. Like you can watch a half an hour show and be done. Where movies, I do like a good movie, but I don't usually, at nighttime I sit down for a while, but during the day I never sit down long enough to watch a movie, much less TV. But I could do
Yeah.
well, there's a lot of like the older shows that I would watch. The only show I watch on TV now is Survivor when it comes on. But like
Oh, I have a lot of shows I watch. We have direct TV, so we DVR record. So I've got like 600-Pound Life, Married at First Sight, 90 Day Fiance, 90 Day the Other Way. I've got like Teen Mom OG because I used to watch that when I was a teenager, and it's the same ladies that are all grown up now and they have more kids. So I like watching how they've kind of progressed and how their kids have grown up. And I think that's pretty cool. I watch shows like that, like just like reality TV. But then I get on Netflix and I'll binge watch like Supernatural, like anything like sci-fi fantasy I will watch. But I also like the drama. I watch Korean dramas. I'm gonna just admit that right now. I watch Korean dramas. They're adorable to me. Yes, I have to read most of the subtitles. I've picked up on a few words and phrases.
yeah, I don't do much TV at all. But if Steve does turn it on and it's like playing like some of the old sitcoms, I will watch them
Mhm.
because the older ones I thought were pretty good, you know?
Bizet says, good idea. I gulp soda and coffee. Totally. I have my Bang energy drink when I wake up because I need something cold. I can't do coffee anymore because monk fruit and all the sweeteners we have, it just leaves a bitter taste in my mouth, and then I feel weird afterwards. So yeah, I have my Bang drink, and then I have my Zevia throughout the day. She goes, I'm obsessed with Grey's right now. Like Grey's Anatomy, or
Grey's
is that a
Anatomy.
show?
That was a good show, though.
I've never seen it. Is that like a medical show or something? It sounds like it. I don't watch those.
I only have one puzzle of the School of Athens. I think 1,000 or 1,500 pieces, she said.
Wow.
And she said she likes watching old British TV series here on YouTube. I like watching America's Got Talent, believe it or not. I like watching that show on YouTube.
Hmm.
Some of the old ones, though, I mean, because the newer ones, you know, I don't even think right now they're doing it without an audience because of the.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've seen any of those.
I like some of the British TV shows on YouTube too. They have some pretty good. They have actually like weight ones too. They have one where I don't know. It's like, what is it? Oversized versus something. They take a super skinny, like anorexic kind of person, and they team them up with an obese, a morbidly obese person, and they swap diets to learn about nutrition and how the other person lives and stuff like that. And they have to eat and act like the other person for a whole week. And then after a while, you know, this one's lost weight, this one's gained weight. They've learned a new perspective on how to eat better and stuff like that. And they're just kind of like, come back in a couple months and we will see if you actually kept up on that kind of concept. Like, did you really learn something from it kind of thing? I like that. And I like I think it's British, the Food Ed version one. That one's my favorite too on YouTube, the Food Ed version one, where the lady has to come into their home and like clean out their cabinets, and basically they'll eat the same thing over and over, like since they were little or something. It's like I don't know, but other foods literally will make them gag. So she has to go in and teach them, okay, this isn't as terrible as you think it is. You got to try a little bit at a time, but she deprives them of all the stuff that they've been eating, kind of thing. It's like shock therapy.
So
Supersized
in there, if you haven't given Fariana thumbs up, give her hit that thumbs up.
Oh yeah, and this is Valerie Reese. That's her actual channel. It's written in my title, so make sure you give her some watch time too, and click her thumbs up as well. And if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. Bizet says, yes, Grey's Anatomy. Oh my God, it's great. If you like drama, you'll like it. I mean, I like drama. I'm not a medical. The most medical I'll watch is House, but that's only for the conflict. I don't care about the diagnosis or the person being sad. Like, I genuinely don't care about the actual storyline. I just want to see them argue.
But we need House right now because he would solve this pandemic we're having.
He probably would.
Iron saying she got rid of cable and landline over 10 years ago. We don't have a landline either. We haven't had one in over 10 years.
We have satellite.
We
Michael
do have
says,
cable though.
puzzles. My granny loves puzzles, M&Ms. So we got our massive one. That was a circle picture of a pile of M&Ms. That had to have been hard to do.
It was.
I did a street scene one time, like a Vegas street scene, and it was like, how many pieces was that? Like 1,000 or so? That took me months to do because all the colors just blended in.
Oh, I have one that you would love. It's like, sugar cookies. They're all in the shape of Easter eggs with all different designs and all different colors. And I gave this puzzle to my mom to do, and the picture on the box doesn't match the puzzle. So there's still Easter eggs with all different colors, but the Easter eggs on the box are standing up and the Easter eggs in the puzzles are like sideways. And she's like, it was the hardest thing to do because they might have had two different versions of the puzzle and they put it in the wrong box or something. It's similar, but not the same.
To write them a strongly worded letter.
It's crazy. Hey, Dark, how you doing?
Hi, Dark Matter.
He says
They say I love House too.
hi.
Check it
That's
out. Oh, have a good one, Bizet. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. And I will try and check it out. I think it's on Netflix.
pretty much the same.
So what we're doing, Dark Matter, is we're doing a tag, but we're streaming on 2 channels at the same time. So she has a chat going on her channel, and I have a chat going on mine, and we're kind of sharing our comments here. So Iron said she's being lazy and she hasn't gone over to your channel. That's okay. I'm enjoying your chat on mine. You can rewatch it on hers. Give her some watch time.
If you don't even want to watch it, there has that little gear button at the bottom. Put me at like 2.0 speed and just put the phone down for a while.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, and they're saying hi to each other.
Okay, it's on Netflix. Yeah,
I'll hour on your live stream yesterday, so that's what you're getting from Iron.
Right.
All right, quick.
Oh, yeah, I took your guys' advice on that live stream by the one I was asking for advice. Yeah, all her stuff went to the curb and all her stuff got picked up, but not by her. So, not my problem.
Saying he's only one person. So let's see. Where did we leave off? Did we do TV shows or movies? That's one we just did, right? Television or book?
Again, depends on my mood. Yeah, but I haven't read a good book in a while. I've been kind of hooked on my TV shows lately. Like kind of almost obsessed with my TV shows. So I'm gonna say TV for now, but I used to pass up TV any day to just sit and read. If it depends on the book too, because I'm so picky when it comes to books. If it doesn't grab me in the first 5 pages, I don't even try.
And I just can't sit with the book. Mine has to be movies because I just feel like I have to be doing something, and I can't read a book and knit at the same time. There's no way I'd be able to do that. And when I sit and watch YouTube or I sit and watch movies, I can knit at the same time. So for me, unless I'm like a passenger in a car, Steve's driving or something, and we're going on a trip, and then maybe I'll read a magazine or something, but
audiobook.
I'm usually knitting in the front of the car. So
Dark Matter came over to my page and goes, "Holy wow, now I'm here. How did that happen?"
It's magic. It's a teleport.
Dark.
I usually have my phones going and watch both. I hate not having my second phone.
That's how I'm able to type and chat while I'm still on the computer itself.
I have two phones, but one's for work, so it was really the only choice. You did everything you could. She
Yeah.
shot you about what you did. Okay.
Yeah. I gave it 15 days and then I vented on YouTube, and literally today, or last night, I put everything on the curb, and this morning, I got a message from somebody else, and I was just like, if you want it, clearly she doesn't, so you can have it. I don't want it sitting on the side of the road.
Well, people would pick it. And,
Yeah, we had a few people drive by slowly looking at what was over there.
Anyway, if you want to know what she's talking about, just go to her channel and watch the video.
Yeah, it was my last live stream called I Need Advice or something like that.
Well, now I'm back here. This is making me dizzy.
Well, goodness, Dark Matter, it looks like you've sucked through a vortex or something, some sort of black hole.
Well, see, that's the fun of being in two places. I'm in two places. I'm here and there too. So she said she just reread Scullagrig.
That's a word for you.
YouTube search and found a movie of it.
Oh, I love it when there's a movie of the book, especially when I get to compare the two. Like, because I read a long time ago, The Time Traveler's Wife. Have you ever heard of that book? I read that back in like my early 20s, and it made me cry. And that was like an amazing book. And then they came out with the movie a couple years back, and I'd like flipped. I was like, oh my God, I have to actually see if like what in my head really plays out on the screen. And it was pretty accurate.
So the next question is book version or movie version. So do you think the movie version is as good as the book version?
It depends. When it came to stories like Harry Potter, the book version is better because it gives you more background and storyline that can't be put in the movie, or it'll be like a 4-hour movie. And then you're watching 8-9 different movies instead of like the 4 or 5. But then there's others, like there's movies that are already excessively long, like anything written by Tolkien, really. It's a bunch of like, we're walking here, we're walking there, we're talking here. It's boring to me, and I don't want to read that on a book, but I can fast forward it through a movie. And it's still a good movie.
Right. And for me, because I really don't read that many books, so I mean, I can reference back to when I was in high school and watched the movie or read the book The Outsiders, and then years later they put it in movie version, which I thought was cool. And I just found out because I watched the life. Okay, whoa, I forget the name of the channel. Anyway, she said that the house that was in The Outsiders, somebody bought that house. And they've actually made it into an Outsiders museum. And so they put all this kind of memorabilia from the Outsiders in it, and people can actually go through the house, which I think is very cool.
Wow.
I believe it's like Tennessee or somewhere. So I think that's cool because The Outsiders was by S.E. Hinton, was one of my favorite books. Well, you know, when I was that age. I mean, now, if I read it now, you know, it was a good book, but
yeah,
for a teenager.
Michael goes, I see the book and movie as two different universes. Since there are many differences between them, I prefer watching movie.
I
Okay.
don't like the movie after the book, but they did a great job.
Yeah, that's usually kind of how I see it. I try to separate the two, but you really end up comparing it if you did read the book first. If you read the book afterwards, you're like, oh, that makes sense. You know, like it kind of fills in the blanks a little bit. But if you read the book first, you're comparing it the whole movie.
Right. And Dark saying he read Green Eggs and Ham once, and it was a really good book, but I didn't care for the movie at all.
Oh Lord. Did you watch the cartoon version? No.
Why Dr. Seuss? The book Scalagreg, and I don't even know if I'm saying that right,
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
is an irreplaceable classic. But they did a great job condensed version in the movie and used real people with disabilities for the actors.
Hmm.
Huh. Well, that's cool.
Sorry, I see what you're trying to show me.
I have to read that book, I guess. Like I said, I don't sit long enough to read a book. I read the Bible. I read my Bible every day. I probably read a chapter when I'm sitting down eating my breakfast in the morning. Sometimes I'll sit out on the front porch and eat my breakfast and read a chapter in the Bible. And that's like my extent of reading, besides maybe a couple of travel magazines or something.
Mhm.
Dark saying he loves us. Have a great.
Iron.
He's got some videos to catch up on. I know the feeling on that because I'm way behind on my videos. So I appreciate you coming by and showing us some love. Have a great night, and hopefully we can catch up with each other again soon.
Mhm.
We have a few more questions to go. Number 8, crossword puzzles or Sudoku?
That's a hard one.
I'm really
I don't know. I got like a Sudoku
crossword
kick
puzzles.
one time.
Huh?
I got on a Sudoku kick one time, but me and crossword puzzles, I'd probably be like Karen looking up all the answers.
Yeah, I'm not a crossword puzzle person because I know that I can't do them very well.
Hey, Muck.
And then they make up like words and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love, love, love cryptograms. I have a lot of cryptogram books. I buy them whenever I see them. And when I go on trips, I bring them with me. If I'm on an airplane, I will do cryptograms sitting in an airport, just lounging wherever I'm lounging. If I'm on a cruise, I'll be lounging at the pool with my cryptogram book or waiting for a show to start on the ship. I'll have my cryptogram book with me and I'll be doing cryptograms. If I try to remember if I'm going like to the doctor's office or something, I'll bring a book with me and stick it in my purse because you always got to wait for the doctors and you can sit and do puzzles while you're waiting. But my favorite all-time thing is cryptograms. Don't do crossword puzzles. Don't do Sudoku. I mean, I've done it once or twice and it's just
Sudoku, I have to actually, be clear-headed enough to sit there and do all the counting and everything like that. I know for a fact I can't do crosswords. Michael says crossword, I cannot. That's not how you spell absolutely, Michael. Can't stand Sudoku. And Iron goes, I used to do word search when traveling if I couldn't read. Yeah, word search, I can definitely sit down and do a word search puzzle.
You got MT 2.0.
Yeah, that's mukbang.
Huh?
That's mukbang. He goes by mukbang.
Oh,
Because his channel is like cooking and sitting down and eating and talking and stuff like that.
okay. Welcome. Number 9, big party or small gathering?
Small gathering, big parties, especially if I have to plan it, it's just overwhelming for me. And I don't know. It's just a bit much for me. So small gathering.
For me, it depends if I want to be there or not. If I don't want to be there, a big party will work because you can sneak out and nobody will know. uh, the small gatherings I like, as long as it's, people and I'm not a big mingler. Steve thinks I am, but I don't think that I'm a great mingler. I do better with people I know.
Yeah. I'm not good at meeting new people. I've had people like insulted because I'm not good at meeting new people, and they're just like, she hates me, and I'm like, I don't hate anybody, I just don't know you, so I don't know what to talk about. So I'm sitting here listening to your conversations mostly. I don't know anything about you.
Right. I'm quiet until I get to know somebody too.
MT says I suck at crossword puzzles. I can barely spell myself. True. Iron says, yeah, you don't have to really think with word search. True. MT says small gathering. Michael says neither, question mark. Iron says small for sure for me.
Yeah, I like small gatherings. The last question is video games or phone games?
Phone games are just easier and more convenient. I don't actually have to get up and sit at the computer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't mind sitting down and playing a game, but if I'm going to sit down and play a game, like I would prefer the kids be at grandma's house. I've got like all day to really kind of spend on figuring out my game and stuff like that. Whereas my phone, I can just turn it off whenever.
Right. And I do. All right, I got to get my phone. Hold on.
Iron says I'm probably closer to that. Michael, neither. And MT says the smaller the better for me. I actually have time to chit chat and catch up with whatever I missed. I'll be back. Let me see if I can go get Angela and my friend Marcia to stop by. I'd appreciate that. I like Angela. How's she doing? Angela has had foot surgery recently. She's been in a lot of pain.
Oh.
Michael goes, I prefer video games, but I don't always have the energy or focus for an actual game, so I wind up playing mindless phone games.
Yeah, I play Word Crush on mine.
No, you sit here and you play whatever your game is all day, all night, or whatever it is, and you're texting on your phone at the exact same time. Like, literally screenshots of the game, send it to somebody, text, play your game for 5 minutes, text. I'm like, what do you have, writing a novel about your game or something? Like, no, I'm talking to like whoever that plays the game too. Well, why don't you talk to them on the game? We have the headset, like.
It's a single player game.
Then why play a single player game? Like, it doesn't make sense. You're silly.
We all used to do that farm game on what was that, Facebook?
Farmville?
Yeah, we all used to do that. Remember like a billion years ago?
I remember that we played some fish game and you had your own aquarium, and I would go through every morning and tie everybody's fish down with rocks, and everybody would get mad at me, and I'd get some messages and they'd be like, leave my fish alone. I'd be like, no, it's fun. I like tying them to the floor.
There was a weird game like that, and I can't remember what it was, but this was all on Facebook Messenger. Had all these games, these weird games, and they let you like go in groups, and everybody could chat while you were playing.
Yeah.
So that's how we did with family chats. Is all the sisters will get together and play Farmville. Was that what it was called? Farmville.
Yeah, Farmville. Because they turned it into like a cityscape sort of game, like a cityville, or I don't know. You went from farms to building like skyscrapers or something at some point. And that's when I stopped playing, because I was like, this doesn't make any sense.
No, I haven't even been on Facebook Messenger games. I don't even know if they still have games.
Iron Fire is having a weather warning. Uh-oh. That could be that storm rolling in.
Could be.
Yeah, I figure the sun's gone down by now.
That's all the questions I have.
I can't think of any. That's crazy. But yeah, you guys, don't forget to go over to my mom's channel. It's literally in my title, Valerie Reese. You just type that in the search bar, and make sure that you sub to her and thumbs up her video as well, because we are streaming at the exact same time. Like, we do this dual streaming thing. It just kind of, it draws more people in from both channels, sort of thing, so that we can get more conversation going.
Right, it's fun. It is a lot of fun. I get to hang out with my daughter a little bit, so.
It beats sitting in the heat today because it got up to like 100 and something, and it was, and I was sitting in front of the AC.
Right. And I want
I really,
Andy for tagging me. Anybody that wants to tag me on a tag, that's fine. I'll do it with Feriana Vlogs, and just let me know so that I don't make sure I don't miss your video. Send me a comment or something on one of my videos telling me to go watch it, because I do read all my comments and I do answer them back, and then I'll go and watch one of your videos. But like I said, I'm like a week behind, so be patient with me. I am trying my best to get caught up.
I am very far behind on catching up on people's videos. I really try, but I can't sometimes. I don't have the energy lately.
Well, I've just been so busy with the vacation and the grandkids coming, and then this week we're having company this week too. So it's just hard to find time. And work's been like crazy busy. So.
Yeah, it's thundering down here as well. But hey, are you excited for your first storm at the new house? No, I'm not, because I'm going to be out, you know, where it could quite possibly cause some issues. If I'm, especially like a snowstorm or something, like my road that I'm going to have is just like long and narrow. And if we get like any sort of snow, there's no way I'm going to be able to get out of that house. And heaven forbid I lose power or something. I'm like actually afraid.
I have some kind of backup source, a little plug-in heater or something. We have a plug-in heater in our bedroom.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
If
I
you don't
started
have
an
power.
Amazon wish list, and I think I've had some like emergency stuff put on there.
So, and then, you know, you can always park your car at the end of the driveway or something just in case.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the driveway needs more gravel and stuff in it. That would definitely help. Welcome back, Iron. So what was the weather update?
It's raining.
Looks outside. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's usually how I am. Like when we get our emergency alerts or whatever, it'll be like severe storming, and then you get an emergency alert, and I'm like, yeah, no, duh, you're a little bit behind there.
I would love working from home if it snows. Then I don't have to worry about trying to get to my office anymore.
Right.
And it looks like we're going to be working from home for a while. So I'm good with that.
Iron says, I love living out in the middle of nowhere, snowed in. I wish I had the same feeling. It kind of actually like fills me with dread, because it's like, I mean, where do I go for help? You know, who do I ask if I absolutely need something, you know? I mean, I've got neighbors, but it's a little bit of a hike up the road.
Yeah. Yeah. Just make a phone call.
I can do that.
All righty. I think we talked enough.
Tornadoes. Oh my gosh.
She's
Be
got
careful. She says she's got tornadoes west over.
Said she had her first baby at home in a snowstorm. Wow.
You know what? You have all these amazing stories. You need to have like a story time kind of vlog going on where you just sit down and go, all right, let me tell you about this one thing that happened.
That's right.
I would watch that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you should do that. She should, because she doesn't put videos out. She needs to sit down and do some story videos.
I don't remember if there were power lines up. Did you recall seeing power lines above ground?
I don't remember.
I don't recall. I know we've got satellite out there because there are 3 different discs in our backyard from 3 different companies. Second at home too, but in the summer. See, not me. Both my kids had to be in the hospital. Both my kids were kind of difficult births.
2 more and you finish all the seasons.
Right.
All right. Well, I want to thank Fariana's
That's a good idea.
for hanging out with me tonight and doing this tag. We'll do it again.
Sure.
To her channel if you haven't, and check her out. Her link is in the description box below. Give her a sub, give her a thumbs up, check out a video or 2 of hers, and show her some love. And we'll catch up with you another day. So
Definitely.
get back and sit down here and watch some of y'all's videos and try to do a little catching up. And we'll talk to you on another live stream another day.
Yeah. And Iron, seriously consider making those story times.
That would be fun. I'd watch them.
I'd watch them.
Tell us. We'll watch them.
Especially if you got pictures. If you can show pictures for some of the stuff that you're talking, that would be cool too.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you guys for coming in. We really appreciate it.
Okay. Y'all have a great night.
Good night.
Good night. Bye now.